Hey guys, and gals, good afternoon. It's 3:30 from Georgetown, Ontario at Mold Masters Arena. And I have just finished a 3-day showcase event with the North Halton Twisters and Rush Hockey. And I have another story to share in regards to what I get to do and the people that we get to help with this amazing technology. So fast forward, we have this groundbreaking tech. I'll just show it to you right here. So this patch, let me tell you about this patch. It's called the Victory Patch. It deals with balance, power, stability, athletic performance, stamina, etc. But one of its features is reduced inflammation. Okay, reducing inflammation, dealing with pain. And at these tournaments, I do demos with athletes, but I also get to meet the parents. Good to see you, Karen. And I'm going to tell you about a story about a family. So yesterday afternoon, this gentleman shows up, obviously one of the fathers of the girls playing in this tournament. And he's curious, and again, this is the first thing, about being open-minded about a groundbreaking technology. So we start to chat. He's a university professor, actually. And conversation goes, and then finally we find out about him, and the demo takes place. And he goes, holy flip, Kev, this is amazing. And he's thinking of his sister now. Because he goes, Kev, I have this challenge with my hands. So he lifts up his hands, and he says, my sister has a condition where these joints are all inflamed. And it's affecting her quality of life. So the sister comes to the rink, and he brings her over, and we proceed to talk. And I explain what I do. She was a school teacher. She works in accounting. She needs your hands, kind of important. Now, when you have inflamed hands, it's kind of difficult to do things with your hands. And so I bring out this tech. There's the pattern you can see here. Now, for those that are watching this, thank you for sharing it. And the person that shared this with you, as you finished the story, please reach back out to them, because the story gets really good here. So I explained to her, this is what's so profound about that. I'm going to hold it right here. So you can see these ridges. Okay, son's doing a good job today. I said, think of this as Braille for the brain. He said, oh, okay, it's interesting. I said, you know what's so profound about this technology? She goes, what? I said, there's no drugs, there's no chemicals, there's no ingredients, there's no side effects, and there's no contraindications. She goes, really? I says, yeah, people don't want any more of those things. They're looking for solutions. They're looking for an answer. So I proceed to do, because of her hands, the inflammation on these joints, right? She can't make a fist. Okay, she can't make a fist. So she got really poor grip strength. So the demo I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dynamic assessment, which you see in my videos. So she kind of closes her hands a little bit. I do the assessment. She has no power whatsoever. I put this patch on, and she is planted in cement. And the look in her eyes, and we got it on video because her brother filmed the demo. I said, you got a 24-hour present. Go enjoy the hockey game. So she goes and watches the game. She comes back an hour later. I'm in the middle of doing another presentation with another academy, and right in the middle of the presentation, she sticks her hand right in the middle of the demonstration. She goes, you see this, girls? She makes a fist. She closes her hand all the way in. I couldn't do this an hour ago. She leaves. Just walks out. She comes back today. I see her brother. Oh, this is going to be good, because they're in the finals now. And she walks in. She goes, Kev, let me show you what I can do with my hand. Kev, for 2 years, she had problems for 5. She's been looking all over for answers. These are the people we meet in Super Patch, by the way. People have been in the system looking for answers, and we walk in with an option, and this is what I love, right? Drug-free, no side effect. She goes, Kev, I can make a fist. She goes, Kev, watch this. She does this. Like, just as gingerly I go, Kev, I have not been able to do that for 2 years. You know what else I love to do, Kev? I go, what? I love to knit and sew. You know what it's like trying to knit and sew with a hand that's not functional? I can only imagine. Can't. Quality of life. This is what we have. This patch, Victory Patch, part of the benefits, where do we work? On the nervous system. We optimize the nervous system. So for those watching for the first time, we don't treat, diagnose, and cure. That's not my job. I don't care what problem you have. It doesn't matter. Why? Brain knows what's going on. We help the brain with this tech. We have other options, other stick patterns as I call it. I said, but her story, and she brought her husband and brought another couple from the hockey team, and they're going, yeah, I saw what happened to her hands. She won't shut up. She keeps talking about her hands. Look what I can do. It's like a new kid learning how to ride a bike. I said, this is what we have. So if you know anybody that has a neurological inconvenience, that has a challenge, that is looking for an option, we're in over 30 countries. I've never heard of you before, Kev. We have now. And she said, you know what, this would be really cool to have you come and present to our organization. Absolutely. Why? We're a problem-solving company. Sense of urgency, as I call it, because that's my background in pro sports. And here's a hockey analogy for you folks watching. It's like trying to play hockey and you're missing an edge on your skate. And you go get it sharpened. And they miss the edge. You don't get it again. And you go back to try skating again and, geez, I'm missing the edge again. That was part of my background. That never happened with me, by the way, when I sharpened skates. I got it right every time because I was taught by the best when I went to Sheridan College. Do the same thing over and over again, and you always sharpen beautiful skates, Kev. Welcome to Super Patch. So again, this patch, works through touch. It's like Braille for the brain. We optimize different neurological networks. So if you want to learn something cool, we're 50 years ahead of Western neurology. Welcome to Super Patch. Last close, drug-free. No ingredients, no chemicals, no contraindications, and no side effects. Oh yeah, FDA registered, age safe, all that good stuff. But the demo is sick. And that's what I lead with. I lead with the demo to give people what? Hope. That there is an option out there. You just got to keep looking. And thankfully, I met this family, and we're changing lives one demo at a time, one tournament at a time. And this is why I will always love going out into, they call it the mission field. Because when I go out there, I said, God, just bring the people that you need me to touch with this patch. Just bring me those people. Because they need what this is. So that's why I'm so jacked. So signing out from Georgetown, Ontario at Mold Masters Arena. If you know, thank you for sharing. If you know somebody that needs to hear this story, that needs a shot of vitamin H, vitamin hope, send them the video. Maybe they know somebody that's dealing with some type of pain, that's looking for a drug-free option. That's what we got. Coolest, amazing, most profound technology in the world. There is nothing like this that exists on the planet. Nobody has what we have. Love what I get to do. Thanks for being part of this team. Thank you for sharing. And if you need any help, reach out to the person that shared it with you going, can you tell me more about this stuff that Kev talked about? Because he's like 64 years old and he's still stoked about this. Yeah. I get to change people's lives. The hockey players, the moms, the dads, the grandmas and the grandpas, and the ones coming up the pipe. It's so cool what we get to do. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I'm out of here. I got to get home. Got things to do. I got to walk the dog.